Ben Shapiro went on the Piers Morgan show 2 nights ago, and Piers Morgan decided to ask him about the Candace Owens incident at the Daily Wire. And, well, I would say this just adds another piece of evidence to the puzzle. Because if you remember, Jeremy Boring said that he was not capable of firing or hiring and was not involved in any of that process in the company. Both him and Ben said that publicly on Twitter. And now, well, Ben is going to contradict that. Check out this clip.
One of the consequences of this war has been a lot of very high passions on both sides, a lot of angry disagreements. You and your company have been at the center of a very high-profile one at the moment with Candace Owens, who's now left Daily Wire. Was she fired, or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic, Piers.
At all?
At all.
You can't give me any insight into why she departed?
No hints, no nothing. I'm not going to speak to this.
Can I ask why?
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not. Can I ask why you don't want to say anything?
Again, you can ask.
I'm only curious because I know what a staunch defender of free speech you are, and it would surprise me if it had been someone's opinions that would make you want to part company with them, however contentious.
I mean, suffice it to say, the only thing I will say is what I've said all along with regard to Candace or with regard to any of our other hosts. I am not in hiring and firing position with the Daily Wire. I'm a co-founder of the Daily Wire. I'm a co-owner of the Daily Wire. I'm not actually in management. Jeremy Boring and Caleb Robinson are in management positions with regard to Candace or anyone else. And as far as the free speech situation, what I will say is that no company has the obligation to literally pay anyone. The Daily Wire is a publisher. It is not a platform. I've never called for Candace or anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube, to be banned from X, to be banned from any platform. That's a different story, obviously, when it comes to any publisher. Any publisher gets to make decisions about what it wishes to purvey and not.
I mean, I'm just not going to labour this, but one more point I would make is it's been reported extensively that the reason for her departure was because her comments have been perceived by people at the Daily Wire as anti-Semitic.
Again, I'm not going to comment on this, Piers.
Okay. Rabbi Shmuley.
You know, I think the fact that they won't just come out and just say what happened is what's causing such a large controversy about it. Because, like, we all know what happened. Jeremy fired Candace. Like, it's pretty obvious. Anyone who's been paying attention pretty much knows that's what happened. And the fact that they refuse to even say anything publicly about it, they won't even let any of their hosts talk about it. Like, nobody from the Daily Wire will talk about this. They're all just tight-lipped, and it's just like a lot of people feel betrayed. And I don't blame them because, you know, like, the Daily Wire was always, like, when I watched the Daily Wire, when I had a subscription to them, and I watched basically every single host every single day, they were constantly talking about free speech and how important it is and why we need more free speech and not less of it. And we know Candace was fired basically for her comments of Israel, and like that's pretty much a free speech instance where, like, and you know, like, we understand your response, Ben, that Daily Wire is not a platform, it is a publisher, so y'all are liable for the things that are published on your publication. But, you know, you've already let the cat out of the bag because we all know that Candace was fired and why she was fired. Y'all just won't admit it, even though you kind of do admit it because you're like, well, we're not a platform, we're a publisher, so we don't have to pay anybody. We just decided to stop working with her. And it's like, well, we all know why. Just say it, dude. Just come out and say it, and then most of this drama will probably just go away. But the fact that they're not saying it, it just keeps going. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And if you don't see my videos come up in your recommended, YouTube shadow banned me, so that's why. Go follow me on Rumble too.